This is a demonstration of the SmartDraft point, station, and offset information command. This command associates a Civil 3D point with a Civil 3D alignment, adds the station, offset, offset direction, and associated alignment and site name to the point data. This allows you to create a point table with station and offset information, and when the point is moved, the station, offset, and offset direction information is updated in that table. Before we start the command, we actually need an alignment in the drawing and would place some points along one of them. We're going to be working with Pomerado Road, which is this alignment right here, and stick some points arbitrarily along that alignment. Once the points have been placed, you can select the command from the Points panel on the SmartDraft tab or type PTSO. You'll notice at the command prompt it says what the current alignment is, and we want to change that to Pomerado Road, and the point group it's going to add these points to, so that when we create a points table we can select that point group as the source for what points we want to add to the table. So let's go to the options. We're going to change to Pomerado Road, and instead of using the default SmartDraft station offset group, we're going to create one called Station and Offset Pomerado Road. The point node style, we'll grab a 2D X, and the label style, we will grab an L100 point number, elevation, and description. Also, you can change the abbreviation that is used for the directional text of left and right. Once you have your settings, now it's going to ask you to select the points. You can do that with a window. Now those points have been included in that new points group that we created, and their appearance has changed to that point group's settings. Now we would like to create a point table with station and offset information. SmartDraft, when this command was ran, created a point table under the Settings tab, SmartDraft Station Offset, but it is not finished yet. Because of program limitations, we have to come in here and specify the appropriate fields in the column value. So this particular table has number, station, and offset. We'll change the column value of station, highlight this value here, change it to SD station, set our precision at tenths, and the rest of the values for me are correct. If those need to be modified for your particular output, do so. Select this arrow to substitute now SD station as the value that will be in that column. Double click on the offset column value, highlight easting, go down and find SD offset, change it to the decimal precision you desire. And because we're going to also display the directional text, we are going to say drop the sign of positive or negative. So let's include that value. Add a space, find SD offset direction, select this button to include it. So now it's going to show offset distance, space, and offset directional text. Select OK. Okay, so now we have a point table style which has station and offset information. If you also wanted to include a column with your northing and easting, or a column with the alignment name, you could do so also. To add a table to the drawing, go to the Annotate tab, find Add Table under Labels and Tables, and select Add Point Table. The first thing it's going to ask is to select the style. You can select the SmartDraft station and offset style you just created, or any table style that you created. Specify the layer you want it on, or if it's already fixed in your template, go with that layer. Now it's going to ask for what points to include in the table. Since we created a point group called Station Offset for Pomerado Road, we're going to highlight it and say OK. Now that point group is included in the table, and you could go back and add other ones as well. When all the settings are as you desire, select the OK button, and the table is added to the drawing. Now here's where the real power of SmartDraft is. As long as SmartDraft is loaded, and you take and move this point you'll notice that the actual value is updating as it is moving along the alignment. That information is actually stored with each point. So if you came in here and looked for the points that are along in that group, you'll notice that it does have the site that is associated with that alignment, the offset value, what alignment it is, the station, and the offset directional text. What's really important to note is if you want to create your own group and not use the groups that are automatically created, you can do that. But remember in the group to look for this thing called classification and change it to include all or at least SmartDraft. SmartDraft created the classification, which is the offset, the station, the offset direction, the alignment, and the site name, so that you can tablize those. If your point group does not have that classification associated with it, then that information will not be included in your table, even if you added the columns to include it. That concludes the demonstration of the point, station, and offset information command. Thank you.